OOPArts, Episode 1, The Coso Artifact, The Spark Plug in Stone. In 1961, three men searching for geodes in the California desert made a discovery that would ignite decades of debate. Hidden inside what looked like an ordinary rock was something no one expected to find, a man-made object resembling a spark plug. But what shocked investigators most wasn't what it looked like. It was how old the surrounding stone was believed to be. Was this proof of lost technology from an ancient civilization, or simply a misunderstood relic of modern history? The discovery. The story begins in February of 1961 near the Coso Mountains in eastern California, not far from the edge of the Mojave Desert. Three rockhounds, Wallace Lane, Virginia Maxey, and Mike Mikesell, were out hunting for geodes. These rounded stones often contain beautiful crystal formations inside, making them popular among collectors. While splitting open what appeared to be a normal rock, they discovered something strange. Inside the stone was a porcelain cylinder, surrounded by a metal rod, wrapped in what appeared to be corroded metal. To the naked eye, it looked remarkably similar to a spark plug, the kind used in gasoline engines. That discovery alone was unusual, but the real mystery came next. The age controversy. Some early observers claimed that the stones surrounding the object showed signs of fossilization. Based on rough geological assumptions, rumors spread that the object might be hundreds of thousands of years old. If true, that would be impossible. Spark plugs didn't exist until the late 19th century. One of the earliest functional spark plugs was invented by Robert Bosch in the early 1900s. So how could something resembling a spark plug be trapped inside ancient rock? The story quickly gained attention among alternative researchers, collectors, and mystery enthusiasts. Soon, the object would become known as the Coso Artifact. Scientific examination. Over time, researchers and skeptics began studying photographs and X-rays of the object. What they found complicated the mystery. X-ray imaging revealed a central metal core, a ceramic insulator, a shape strongly resembling early 20th century spark plugs. Some investigators suggested it matched spark plugs made in the 1920s, particularly those used in older automobiles or industrial machinery. One possible match was a spark plug manufactured by the Champion Spark Plug Company, a brand widely used during the early automotive era. But that raised another question. If it was from the 1920s, how did it become encased in stone? The geode debate. Many early reports described the rock as a geode, implying it had formed naturally over thousands or even millions of years. However, later geological interpretations suggested something different. Some scientists proposed that the outer material wasn't a true geode. Instead, it may have been concretion, a hardened mass formed when minerals accumulate around an object. Concretions can form much faster than traditional geodes, sometimes in decades rather than millennia. If a spark plug had been dropped or discarded decades earlier, mineral buildup from groundwater could slowly encase it. Over time, corrosion and mineral deposits could create the illusion of a naturally formed stone. Lost evidence and lingering questions. One major complication in solving the mystery is that the original artifact has been lost. Today, only photographs, X-rays, and written reports remain. The exact location of the artifact is unknown. No modern laboratory testing has been conducted on the original object. Without the physical artifact, scientists cannot perform precise dating or material analysis. This absence of evidence has allowed the mystery to persist. Alternative theories. As with many OOPArts out-of-place artifacts, alternative theories began to circulate. Some believe the Coso artifact could represent 1. Ancient advanced civilization. Supporters of this idea suggest a technologically advanced civilization may have existed long before recorded history. Their machines or tools were lost and later fossilized. The Coso artifact might be physical proof of ancient technology. However, no verified evidence supports this theory. Time travel hypothesis. Another speculative theory suggests a modern spark plug could have traveled backward in time, becoming trapped in geological material long before its invention. While fascinating, this idea remains purely science fiction. Misidentified modern object. Most accepted explanation. The most widely accepted explanation among researchers is far simpler. Many experts believe the object was likely a 1920s spark plug, possibly from a Model T era vehicle, encased in hardened mineral deposits over several decades. This explanation aligns with known chemistry, geology, and manufacturing history. Why the Coso artifact still matters. Even if the object turns out to be a misidentified modern spark plug, the Coso artifact remains important. It highlights how misinterpretation can turn ordinary objects into extraordinary mysteries. The importance of scientific investigation, the role of missing evidence in fueling speculation. It also reminds us that sometimes the strangest mysteries begin with simple misunderstandings. But sometimes they lead somewhere much deeper. Was the Coso artifact proof of lost ancient technology, or just a spark plug forgotten in the desert, slowly swallowed by time? Without the original object, the truth may never be fully known. And that leaves us with one final question. How many other mysteries are still buried in stone, waiting to be discovered?